Enhanced Approve Request Pro offers the ability to create different list views for approve requests. A list view determines the columns being shown and the default filter settings. Also, the fields available in the Quick Filters pane depend on the selected fields. For each field, we determine the appropriate filter type. Also, the summary information depends on the selected fields. If the field can be aggregated, we determine the appropriate aggregation information. For example, in case of a date field, we show the min and max date, and in case of a currency or numeric field, we also show the sum and the average value. These list views can be created by an admin using custom metadata types. After installing the app, there are already some default list views available. An admin can modify an existing one or create a new list view. Let's have a look at the expenses to approve list view. An important setting is the filter on perspective. It determines if the list view is intended for approval managers or for submitters. If you want to create a list view intended for approval managers, you should set this setting to assign to running user. If the list view is intended for submitters, it should be set to submitted by running user. Then there is a possibility to set the default value for the approval status. Then a very important filter setting is the filter on type. If you leave this empty, then the list view will show approval requests related to any object type. If you've selected a specific type, then it will include only approve requests related to that specific object. That also determines which type fields are available. This is in addition to some standard approval request fields, which is also already more extensively than the fields available with approval requests out of the box. For example, you can also include a column showing the approval process name or the current approval step. This is especially useful if you have an extensive approval process. So the selected type determines which fields are available. It will list all the available fields for the selected object. Behind the scenes, the app determines how the field should be shown as a column in the table. The app also contains a component that can be placed on the home page or on any other Lightning page. It can be configured using the Lightning App Builder. Simply drag and drop the component to the desired position on your page. Select one of the active list views, and if desired, change the maximum number of records being displayed. It might make sense to place a few different instances of the component on the page, with for each one a different list view. For example, you might want to include one that shows all the items that a user needs to approve and one that shows all the items that the user has submitted for approval and is waiting for to be approved.